It's just crazy knowing how much suffering this life offers. You know, when you really think about it, there's just so many people in the world that are suffering from some kind of illness, whether it's mental illness, terminal illness. It's just any type of suffering financially. And it breaks my heart truly. It just breaks my heart because life is temporarily, but yet the pain feels like it just lasts forever. This is a temporary life where we're not going to be here forever. But while we're here, we can't even enjoy. We can't even be happy. We can't even feel good. We got to feel like shit, or, we just suffer from some kind of whatever the hell it is. It's just, why does life got to be this way? I always ask myself, why is life the way it is? Why is everything the way it is? And why does it keep getting worse and worse? Why can't things get easier, or at least just don't get any worse? But yet it's got to just get worse. Everything's got to get more expensive. Prices can't just stay the same. If anything, at least drop a little. But if anything, at least just don't get any more expensive. But it's like, we just don't strive in a positive direction. We don't strive in a positive direction. Things get more and more out of hand. Things just become worse. It's getting harder to live. It's getting harder to make ends meet. It's just, everything is just becoming more challenging. And the suffering rate, just how I look at it, as just goes up. We just struggle. That's all life is a constant struggle. Every day we're just living a constant struggle. We're trying to keep our heads above water, like I always love to say, because it's the honest truth. That's what it feels like for me. We're just here because we're here. Are we really enjoying it, or we're just here because we're here? A lot of us, mainly, are just here because we're here. Our stupid parents had to bring us into this hellhole, and here we are now. Now we're just trying to survive. We're just trying to make ends meet. We're just trying to survive, and hopefully before we know it, it'll all be over. That's at least my thoughts, I don't know what people see about this life that they love so much. I don't know what people see about this life that would make them want to have kids. I don't see it. I just can't see what is so worthwhile here to do all that. I just look at life as a curse, honestly. I'm here, and we're just trying to make the best of it, but it's not coming out. It's not working out the way you want it to. You're just stuck doing something all the time you don't want to do. We're all just trapped. It's almost like being in a what do you call those things that a genie, like one of those lamps where you rub the lamp, the genie's trapped in a lamp. Well, life itself is like a big genie lamp, lava lamp, whatever you want to call it. And it's like we're all just trapped in it until we die. And then once we die, who the hell knows what happens from there? But until then, this is it. This is what it is. This is what it is in the meantime. I just don't understand what people see here that's so magical. I can't see it. With or without glasses, I I really can't see it. I don't know why people want kids, just to say I'm a father, just to say I'm a parent, I don't know. Competing, I just don't understand. I don't care for any of that stuff. That's just me speaking, though. I don't know what runs through people's minds, but I just can't relate to those type of people. I just can't understand those type of people. I just don't understand why anyone would want to, bring a kid in today's life. If you want to have a girlfriend or boyfriend or get married, that's one thing. But to just bring another living thing into the system, I feel like that's just downright cruel, in my opinion. I'm just saying in my opinion, but really, I truly believe it's a fact, but because, all they're going to get is suffering, possibly health problems, maybe not really, maybe they may be healthy. And I, pray everyone's baby's healthy, of course, but you just don't know what could happen. Life itself, he or she could get bullied. He or she could get kidnapped, raped, murdered. There's just so many negative things that could happen. Like, think about everyone you hear that gets murdered. They were once a baby. Being held by their mother or dad, and then look what happened to them. They just got shot. They just got murdered. It's crazy. Just like I heard something with some cheerleader or whatever got shot. I don't know the whole story, but I don't know. They got into some kind of fight or something, and I don't know. Someone just pulled a gun and just just ended it. The woman's dead. I think 17 or 18 years old. I don't know if it's 17 or 18, but one of those numbers. And I say to myself, what do you want to bring a kid for? For something like that to possibly happen to your kid? You know, don't think like that. Don't think about what if the baby comes out a certain way. Think positive. But you got to think about that, though, because these are things that could unfortunately happen, you know? And then when it happens, sometimes we get mad at the kid because he came out a certain way, or we treat the kid like shit, or, we get upset. Me, I don't got to worry about how my kid's going to be because I'm not having a kid. And he or she doesn't have to worry because he or she's not going to be put into this shithole, But there's just so many bad things that go on in life, and there's more negative than positive. I want to talk positive. I want to talk about positive things, but life here is just not positive. It's just downright depressing, And I just looked it up now. Supposedly where that happened with the cheerleader getting shot was in Alabama. So it says. But I don't know what runs through people's minds, man. It's just a sick world. Very, very sick world. You get these things on YouTube showing how things were different back then. You get like these nostalgia type videos when they show when things were just a little bit more purer back then. Can't say it was ever good, but things were just maybe a little bit, more simpler, and how just crazy things got over the years, over the decades that have passed, and it's just, I don't know what people see in today's life to want to have kids. Yeah, I could almost maybe somewhat give people a pass for back then because life was a little bit easier. But at the same time, life always sucked. So maybe I take that back saying I give them the pass. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like compared to then to now, it's just a whole lot worse. It's just a whole lot crazier. People, I don't even know what people are anymore. It's just people are sicker. It just feels like everything's just gone downhill. Remember I said in previous videos, cartoons suck nowadays, music sucks nowadays, movies suck nowadays. It's like everything just went to pot. Humanity became worse. It's like everything just, like, what happened with everything? This is what I say, like what happened to the world, I mean, it was always a shithole. I always love to say that because it's the truth. But compare, at least music was better back then. I mean, there's some songs I like today. Don't get me wrong. There's some songs I still jam to today. But the majority just, I can't even get into it. I can't get into any cartoons today. The shit they show today, I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm on an acid trip, And it's just, everything today is just bad. Everything today is truly just bad. Like, why do you even want to bring a kid here? What the hell is what is so joyful here today, man? I just don't know. Like I can't believe how stupid people truly are today, man. It's like, what do you see in this planet that it's worth to have a kid into? You just got to make your kids suffer. That's all it is. Working, going to school, possibly getting bullied. Might get shot by some crazy maniac, because that's all you hear nowadays with mass shootings. These are the risks you got to take by having a kid. And then you got to worry as parents. Oh, I hope my son's okay. I hope my daughter's all right, man. I'm so nervous. First day of school, blah, blah, blah. You don't got to have these worries if you just don't have one, period. And then your kid, your future kid, well, hopefully no kid, I should say, doesn't have to go through this hell. And you don't have to go through the stress. So it's beneficial for you and the kid by not becoming a kid into this world. You get some people that be like, this guy says he doesn't want to have kids, but I think he's full of shit. He's just saying it just to say it for YouTube. He's just doing it for fame or money or whatever the hell. And that's not the case. I mean what I say. That's one thing that's not a lie. I don't want kids. I don't hate kids. I just don't want them, though. They're a pain in the ass. That I will say. I'm just being truthful. The majority of them, excuse me, are a pain in the ass. But you know what? Those pain in the ass children, I kind of salute, because you know what? I hope they make the parents pull their hair out. Like I always say, parents want to have that, feeling where we should feel for them. Like, man, you poor thing. You got to rate, No, I don't feel bad for parents because parents got themselves into that mess. It's not like I always say so many friggin' times, and I'll always keep saying it a million more times. It's not like the kid just showed up at your doorstep knocking on the door. Hey, mama, you got to do this to me, raise me, blah, 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 blah. Then I could understand. But no, you decided to have the kid. So it's all upon you from there, you know. One thing I'm thankful in this life is you people. You know, having a community here that could understand everything I'm saying, like everything that comes out of my mouth, people truly could relate to. And I could relate to some of the comments I read, to most of the comments, yeah, I should say, that I read, you know. Of course, you're going to get trolls here and there. It's just something that happens, you know. What are you going to do? But there's a lot of good people here, and I truly love every one of you here that, you know, comment and, you know, watch the video and subscribe and, you know, or even if you just watch the video alone, whatever, you know. I love you guys, you know. That's why I keep trying to make these videos for you people. Sometimes I, you know, get caught up in things where I'm busy, so I don't upload for a couple of days, maybe even a week or two, maybe even 2 weeks. I think that was the longest I ever went, if I'm not mistaken. But just that happens doesn't mean I'm done with YouTube. You know, I will keep making more, and I always say this. And the reason why I repeat this over and over for new people that watch the videos, if I were to stop making videos, I would tell you. I'm not going to just, you know, cold turkey just abandon you and not ever upload again and keep people guessing what the hell happened to this guy, you know. And if that does ever happen, then that most likely means I'm dead or, you know, some kind of issue with YouTube itself where it won't allow me to upload. But other than that, I'd give the heads up, you know. But anyway, people, I think I am going to call it a night now. Truly appreciate all you, man, for watching these videos and just, you know, relating, making me feel less alone. You know, you guys say you help me feel less alone. Well, you guys are also helping me in that way too feel less alone. We're helping each other because I have all these sayings that I just like to spit out into the video, and I think it's saliva just came out of my mouth when I said that. Apologize for that. but yeah, you know, I make you feel less alone and you're making me feel less alone, because just to show you how many people here have the same exact thoughts, you know, and that's awesome. There's so many people here that just have common sense that are awoke and just see for what it is. And I always say, I'm not a smarty pants. I'm not a genius. However, I'm not saying I'm a dope either. but it's just open your damn eyes and you just see for what it is, you know. This is why I don't understand why people don't see for what it is, why people just have kids, and it's crazy. It's disgusting, man, you know. I mean, when I see someone with a kid, it's not like I'm going to go up to them and be like, you piece of shit, or, you know, punch them in the face. But sometimes I do want to go up to them and be like, why did you have a kid? You know, nothing against your daughter or son. You have a beautiful son or daughter, but why do you got to bring a kid into this world and experience this pain? You know, like, what did you see so awesome? Like, what did you see so lovely about this world that you thought it was right to just bring another living, you know, I was going to say creature, another living human being into the hellhole? You know, that's what I feel like asking parents. And I don't feel like asking it in a, you know, I don't feel like saying it in a sarcastic, nasty way. I just really like as an actual question, like, seriously, like, all kidding aside, what do you see about this life that it was okay to just do this? You see everything's getting expensive. You see everything's going downhill. Like, what made you feel it was still okay to do this, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But that's how I feel when I see parents, you know? But anyway, love you all, man. Thank you all for watching. Hope I made your guys' day. I hope I make everyone's life as easy as possible. At least try and take some of the stress out of you guys, you know, as much as I can. And you guys definitely help me in that way too, and I can't thank you enough. But anyway, gonna be signing off for now, guys. Love you all. Peace out. And please get spayed and neutered, man, if you think about having kids. If you're smart and just have common sense, you could keep the genitals down below. But if you're getting those cravings of wanting a kid, definitely get spayed and neutered so you don't make that mistake. Getting around, but all kidding aside, man, we got to stop procreating here. We really got to stop, people. We got to stop, man. We really got to get the message. I mean, I seen videos of people protesting antinatalism, like a protesting, and I wish they did it around where I am. I'd go there and friggin' honk the horn and say, like, you go, man, you go, raise that sign high up, man, you know. I'm for that, man. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, I'm gonna stop blabbering and call it a night. Love you all. Peace out. Take it easy.